Death is an unavoidable and deeply significant part of the human experience, marking a moment of irreversible change not only for the individual who passes but also for those they leave behind. Ancient texts, such as the Garuda Purana, explore the metaphysical dimensions of death, portraying it as a transition where the soul leaves the physical body and its earthly ties behind, embarking on a journey to another realm. According to these scriptures, as death approaches, a foreboding presence, often described as the messenger of death, appears. This entity, characterized by its towering form, fiery red eyes, long nails, and unsettling smile, is tasked with separating the soul from the body and guiding it toward the afterlife, a journey said to last centuries. While the soul begins its otherworldly voyage, the deceased's family must navigate a series of earthly rituals and customs. These practices are not only a way to honor the departed, but also to assist the soul in finding peace and salvation. Despite being commonly performed, the deeper meaning behind these rituals often remains obscure to those who carry them out. It is believed that once the soul leaves the body, it endures immense suffering, yearning to return to its physical form. However, the messenger of death firmly prevents this. Additionally, malevolent spirits, trapped between life and death, are said to hover around the dying, seeking a new body to inhabit. To protect the deceased and ensure the soul's safe passage, the Garuda Purana outlines essential rituals. The first step is the purification of the body. The deceased is bathed, dressed in fresh clothes, and cotton is placed in the ears and nostrils. The big toes are tied together, and basil leaves are placed in the mouth. These acts are thought to cleanse the body and ward off wandering spirits. This purification marks the start of Antishti, or the last rites, a deeply significant ceremony in Hindu tradition. Following purification, the body is placed on a pyre made of sandalwood. A priest consecrates the pyre with chants, and the eldest son or a close male relative lights it. As the flames consume the body, it is believed that the soul is freed from its earthly bonds. The cremation serves as both a spiritual act and a stark reminder to the grieving family that their loved one has truly departed. The sight of the body turning to ashes helps the family accept the reality of their loss. In many communities, men shave their heads as part of the mourning process. This act symbolizes the profound emotional and social transformation the family undergoes. It serves as a visible reminder of the irreversible change that has occurred, urging the family to adapt to life without the deceased. The soul's journey, however, is far from complete. According to the Garuda Purana, after leaving the body, the soul must navigate a treacherous path to reach Yamloka, the realm of Yam, the god of death. One of the greatest challenges is crossing the Vaitarani River, a river of blood. This crossing is said to take 13 days, during which the soul grows weaker without food or water. To aid the soul, the living perform the ritual of Pinddan, offering rice balls, pindas, and water at specific intervals. These offerings sustain the soul, giving it the strength to continue its journey. The Pinddan ritual also serves to unite the family during their time of loss. For 13 days, they gather, share meals, and support one another as they mourn. This collective effort not only honors the deceased, but also strengthens the bonds among the living. An ancient story from the Mahabharat illustrates the importance of these rituals. King Sagra, who had 60,000 sons, performed a grand ritual called the Ashwamedha Yagna to assert his power. When the sacrificial horse was stolen by Indra, the king's sons searched for it and were reduced to ashes by the wrath of sage Kapila. Their souls wandered in torment until King Sagra's grandson, following Kapila's advice, performed rituals and poured their ashes into the Ganga river, granting them salvation. This tradition continues today, as families immerse the ashes of their loved ones in the Ganga, believing it brings peace to the departed soul. These rituals, rooted in ancient traditions, play a vital role in helping families cope with loss. The death of a loved one can be devastating, but these practices provide structure, purpose, and a sense of community. The mourning period is marked by constant activity, with friends, neighbors, and relatives offering support and participating in the rituals. This collective effort not only honors the deceased but also helps the living heal. Ultimately, these rituals serve a dual purpose. They honor the departed by ensuring their soul's safe passage to the afterlife, while also offering solace to the grieving. Through these practices, the family cares for the deceased one final time, bathing, clothing, feeding, and offering water before bidding their last farewell. The act of shaving one's head, a visible sign of mourning, symbolized the passage of time. By the time the hair grows back, the family has had time to process their grief and begin to heal. In Hindu belief, death is not an end, but the start of a new journey. The rituals described in texts like the Garuda Purana are not merely about honoring the dead, but about facilitating the soul's transition to the next realm. The ultimate goal is for the soul to attain salvation or be reborn, continuing the cycle of life. These ancient traditions, steeped in spirituality, ensure that the journey is as smooth as possible for both the departed soul and the grieving family. Death, as depicted in ancient texts like the Garuda Purana, is not an end, but a profound transition, a journey for the soul and a transformative experience for the living. Through rituals rooted in tradition, families honor their departed loved ones, guiding their souls toward peace and salvation while finding solace and healing in the process. These timeless practices, steeped in spirituality and community, remind us that life and death are part of an eternal cycle, offering hope, closure, and a deeper connection to the divine.